This is episode 96 of Real Occult, where we apply numerology and astrology to the material world. Today, we are talking about leaning into our edges, leaning into the energies in our chart, not running away from them, not trying to change them, not trying to outgrow these foundational energies that are shaping our life. And so earlier in the day, discussing Venus signs in men. And so the sign in your chart and the house in your chart for a man that Venus sits in is the blueprint to how that man will express his love in a relationship. And so, if you have Venus in Pisces, Pisces is the 12th sign. It is the watery undercurrent. It is the transition from the spiritual back into the material. And so a Venus Pisces man demonstrates his love through fantasy, through idealization, builds all of this up in his head, the perfect thing, the illusion. And then, whether reality matches or not determines how much love he will show for you, how well the human being in reality matches that idealized fantasy version. That's Venus in Pisces. Venus in Virgo. Virgo's ruled by Mercury. And so Mercury, analytical processing of information. Virgo's analytical. Virgo's hyper aware. It's tendency to be overcritical. So in love, that will show through acts of service. This person does stuff for you without you having to ask. You show up and your car's tires are aired up and you didn't even realize they were low. This person remembers your schedule and has stuff prepared for you that you weren't expecting. They're quietly taking care of things for you. However, they may not show much affection. They're not constantly saying, I love you. They're not sitting there giving you back rubs after a stressful day. They can be, like I said, with that analytical nature, hypercritical of themselves and you or the dynamic of the relationship or that type of energy. Scorpio, 8th. You have death and rebirth, transformation. So if this is a Venus in Scorpio, you can have transformative experiences together that bond you. You have mystery, taboo type of subjects or things. Maybe you're who knows what. You do stuff that you together that you don't share with other people. Secret hobbies, passions, taboo type of connection. And so, as this conversation's unfolding, once again, someone says, ooh, this is my placement. I am interested in understanding my relationship patterns so that I can grow beyond them. And it's like, no, man, no. These are the keys to your success. These are not the roadblocks and challenges and barriers for you to overcome. This is the blueprint. This is the guide for how you're supposed to go about doing things. You're supposed to align with these energies, not try to change them, because you can spend your entire lifetime trying to change these things and it will not matter. I'm colorblind, right? And I had to learn this harsh reality when I was in first, second grade. Of no matter how badly I want to see that color, I will never see that color, period. Because my red cones in my eyes are so short and so non-existent, I do not pick up that color. It's as if it doesn't exist. Which, by the way, changes a whole lot of career options when red, warning color, is non-existent in your field of vision. There's a lot of stuff you can't do when you don't see the color red. And so, that's the reality. I spent a decade of my life trying to not believe it and think it wasn't what I was actually having have happen. But that is the reality. And then when I'm in my mid-20s, I was, for 2 years, a daily in-home hospice caretaker, completely bedbound patient. And that's another brutal reality. No matter how badly you want to get out of bed and move, you will never move again a day in your life. You will never move unassisted a single day for the rest of your life. And then you don't know how long you're going to live, and it turns out you're going to live 2 more years. That's a brutal reality to live with every single day. And it's like, oh, man. There's a lot of brutal realities you could be living in. Changing your love pattern because of where your Venus is placed is nowhere in that list of things that you should try to change. Or that you should even be desiring to change. Instead, the more beneficial approach is to be unbelievably grateful that you have the blueprint for success laid out in front of you. And instead of trying to change it, use it. It's like, okay, this is how I'm going to be showing you affection. Let's look at yours and see how you preferentially receive affection. Wow, these two things are pretty compatible. The way I like to show affection, the way you like to receive affection, the way you like to show affection, the way I like to receive affection, very compatible. Awesome. Now, if you be you and I be me, and we both try to do that as authentically as possible, the better we are at it, the closer our connection becomes. Much, much better approach instead of trying to fight the fundamental nature of your energy. If you're not a lovey-dovey person, you've got a Virgo Venus. That's not a problem to be solved. It's an opportunity for you to grow. You now know what you have to do to be the best version of you. There's no reason to try to change it. I think we're going to wrap it up there today. Nice, short, quick, 10-minute. Lean into those edges. Lean into your foundational blueprints. Don't resist them. Don't try to change them. I see it all the time. I did it myself. Like I said, for years I did it with my colorblind thing. I seen it happen firsthand. 2 years, someone bedbound on hospice. For probably 5 years. In high school, when I was really digging into numerology and astrology and starting to do it for other people and looking into it seriously for the first time, like in high school, man, I wanted to change my number so bad. I was like, oh, how badly I wish I was born a day earlier, have a different blueprint. Because I wanted to fulfill that other role. And it's like, man, here we are, decade later, and so unbelievably happy. I have the energy I have, the numbers I have, the setup I have, the foundational blueprint that I have, that I've had the experience. Oh, it's the best. I wouldn't trade it for anything. And I so hope that you can feel the way I feel about how happy and proud and glad and grateful I am for this lifetime, this experience. All the trials, tribulations, ups, downs, hardships. Grateful for it all. I just so hope you can lean into your edges and find that same passion for this experience. Genuinely knowing how on your side the universe is. If you made it this far, I genuinely appreciate you. You're a rock star. You're the best. You're awesome. The universe is on your side. I'm also on your side. If you have any questions, you can always check out our free school community, skool.com/real occult. Completely free. I'm in there every day. Thank you again. You're a rock star. You're the best. And I will talk to you again soon.